Hello, I'm Jay Young. I'm one of the co-founders of Real Property Associates. We're a property management company located in Seattle, Washington, and we pride ourselves in having Seattle's best property managers. Today, I have a guest with me. His name is Andrew Callen with FirstMark Insurance Group. And the topic of today's conversation is going to be renter's insurance. Everybody has heard the term renter's insurance, but not everybody really knows what it is and what it covers. So I guess the first question for today is, Andrew, can you tell us a little bit about what renter's insurance is and how it benefits a tenant?
Sure. So most people know that the owner of the building has their own insurance policy that protects the building if it catches on fire or something happens to the building. But for the folks that live there that don't own the building, they really need their own insurance to protect against the bad stuff that can happen while they're living there. There's a fire, their furniture, their clothes catch on fire, someone breaks in and robs and steals their TVs and their computers, or if they have some friends over and a glass of wine and they bonk their head on the table, somebody gets hurt, or somebody sues them. Or probably the most important thing that people don't ever think about is if there's a fire, they come home one night, they don't have a place to sleep that night. It's going to take them a couple weeks to get resituated. If that happens, the lease is voided and they're on their own to go find another place to live.
Right. And we're in the business, and we've seen instances where something bad does happen to a renter, and it's a catastrophic situation where they're no longer able to live in their residence.
Yeah.
And it's really, they've got the lease is void, and they've got to find a place to live, and sometimes their contents are gone. So that is certainly reason number one. If you are a landlord, why is renter's insurance important, and why should you require that your renters have it?
It's important, probably the biggest thing, let alone you want to make sure that your tenants are taken care of. If there's something that, fire, you want to make sure that their belongings are replaced and they have another place to live, just taking care of them in that regard. But really the biggest part is the liability protection. If somebody does get hurt, there's a lawsuit involved, you want to make sure that the people are going after the renter's insurance policy, that liability protection, that they're not coming after the property owner. That's the biggest part.
Okay. And then finally, how do you obtain, if you are a renter, how do you obtain renter's insurance? Is it available to everybody?
It certainly is. We, of course, would love to help. It's important to work with an agent who can explain this stuff to you in a way that makes sense and make sure you have the right options. So we, of course, would love to help do that for you. But most people bundle it with their auto insurance. It costs, it's about $15 to $20 a month if you just buy it all by itself. But if you bundle it together with the auto insurance, it gets a discount, and it ends up being $5 a month to add renter's insurance. Just give them your address, a couple of questions about the property, and some coverage questions, and they'll get you set up.
Great. Andrew Callen with FirstMark Insurance Group and Jay Young with Real Property Associates. Thank you.